Good evening again, Dr. Bodhi. Hello, could you turn on your mic and get on your mic and say hello to us? Hello, Dr. Bodhi. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? All right. Yeah. If our Dr. Bodhi is ready, we will get started. Because tonight he and Dr. Mr. Bodhi, would you like to introduce their compiled book named Hello?
Hello, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, thank you so much. We're
That's
waiting
good.
for you. Okay, so good.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
All right.
Could you give us a brief introduction, please?
Of myself?
Yes, you and Mrs. Bodhi. Yeah, another Dr.
Yeah, we
Bodhi.
are. I'm Dr. Bodhi, and my wife also Dr. Mrs. Bodhi. So we are
Uh-huh.
PhD holders, engineering. But we started this investigation nearly 15 years ago about Buddhism very thoroughly, and we thought of writing books. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So we thought
how,
of writing books on this. We had discussions, with various friends, our friends, and finally we thought of writing these books to disseminate the information as much as possible. So still we are writing another book. So that is where we are now.
oh, so good news for us. Yeah, thank you so much, Doctor.
Yeah. Now, what I thought to do tonight is,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't mind, if I start straight away about my lecture, is it all right? Have you got
Yeah,
any
I
other
can.
questions? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can. I can show your. Show the screen of your book. Okay, is it okay?
Yeah.
Do you need me to show the screen? I will show you.
Yeah. It's all right. Okay. I can see our book.
Yeah, you can see the book. Can you?
Yeah. I can see the book,
Okay, so good.
but I can't see all the participants. All right.
You
Doesn't matter.
you can you can see it, right?
I can't see everybody.
Yeah, you because they didn't turn on the video. Yeah, if you have video, yeah, please turn
It
on
doesn't.
my members. Yeah, our members.
Hmm?
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you because Dr. Bodhi would like to join us face to face. Yeah, if you can turn on your video. Okay.
Yeah.
I just asked them to do because my computer has no video. Sorry about that. Maybe
Oh,
tomorrow
that's all
I
right.
will
Yeah.
try. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. If they're happy to listen, it's all right. Not necessarily a video. Doesn't matter. It's all right.
Yeah, okay.
Audio
Okay.
would do. Okay. Now, what I thought is to just to give an introduction about this book,
Mm-hmm.
and we go on from there. Very basic items. Very, very basic items. If you look at this book, right at the beginning, we are starting with 10 defilements. That would be the foundation for this particular learning, I believe. Because if you want to learn this particular teachings of the Buddha. I don't want to say Buddhism. I would like to say teachings of the Buddha. Okay? So the very first part is, I'm repeating that because so is essential to understand word by word about the 10 defilements, which are in Magadhi language, it is explained in this manner. Kama, Tanha, Rati, Raga, Lobha, Tvesha, Moha, Machariya, Krodha, Vaira. Can you listen to me?
Yeah. Could
Yeah.
you repeat that for us?
Yeah, it's in the book. It's in the
Yeah.
book. It's in the book,
Yeah.
but I'll repeat that because these sounds are so important.
Yes,
Karma
sounds
is
very
the
important.
karma is the very first one. When
Karma.
I say karma, there are so many other things linked to that as well. Now, when you say karma, in the very first discourse of the Buddha, Dhammachakra, starting with karma sukaldikana yogo. So you have heard about that term as well, I believe. Karma sukaldikana yogo. So that
Mm-hmm.
comes with the karma sukaldikanu yogo. Then there is another part, as you know, it will be the next one. Five hindrances. In the five hindrances, you have heard about that. Kama chanda, vyapada, tinamidda, uddacha, kukkucha, vichikicha. I may be fast, but I'll go slowly. So if you go to the 10 defilements, right, I'll tell you all the things quite, not slowly, at a certain speed. So you get kama, tanha, rati, raga, lobha, desha, moha, machariya, krodha, vaira. So those are the 10 defilements. So let us look at the very first three without going any further. Kama. Kama is, if you are fond of having happiness through attachment towards the, when I say attachment, is strong attachment, not very slight attachments. If you are going to have very strong attachment towards various sources of the world or the external world, that is termed as karma. That is how Buddha has explained. Attractions or retractions. But generally, we come to the attractions, but likings and dislikings towards worldly situations or positions or sources or whatever you like to talk about. So that's called karma. So that's the very first term that you have to understand and remember in these 10 defilements. The last one is vaira. When you say vaira, it is retaliation. Okay, let us give an example. Karma. What's the example? Say, we are so attached to buy a new car. Or we may like somebody, but and at the same time, we may dislike somebody or someone or something. So that is karma. We are fond of having something. We don't like to have something. So that is called karma, liking or disliking. So once that is developed, that's the cause. Karma is the cause. Then comes the tanha. So that is that attraction and retraction goes continuously. It is a continuation of that. Continuous attention towards such attractions and retractions. So that's tanha. In other words, that's going to be the next step. Again, it's strong. It's not very lightly happening. It's very strong one. Then Rati. Now Rati is a very Kama, Tanha, Rati. I'm going to explain these three first. Rather, the first five would be the best. So Kama, Tanha, Rati, Raga, Lobha. That's the first five. But I'll go to the first three again. Kama is likings and disliking towards various things, as I said. When you go on doing that continuously, strongly, then it becomes a habitual action. So that is tanha. And it's like, searching for that. The intention is to search for something to have happiness. That's tanha. Or it's going towards that, tanha. Then comes the rati. So that actually, when that happens, with our knowledge or without our knowledge, our system get excited. Thereby, our particles or the molecules in the system get disturbed and it get warms up, sort of a warming up. But you have to check these things from your system itself. For example, if somebody sees something for the first time, he or she get excited. So thereby the system get excited. The system get excited means the parts of the system get excited. Then the warmness of the system or the elements of the system. Now, when that happened repeatedly, because you are still at karma, so karma is the cause, the effect is tanha. So karma, tanha, when those two things come together, then you get the rati. So if you look at the cause and effect, karma is the cause, tanha is the effect, cause and effect. Then karma and tanha is the cause and the effect is the rati. So kama, tanha, rati. So it goes like that. So these are all linked together. You can't just talk about one thing without talking about the other. So once that happens, when it repeatedly happens, raga, lobha is what it says is your intention need to, some or other achieve that. But the karma says. So you are trying best to achieve what you have collected from kama, tanha, rati, raga is called the lobha. So you're going to achieve something, desperately trying to protect that, because you are trying to protect those things. The intention is to achieve that, what it says. So in real terms, that's, practically that is what it is. So raga is repeatedly happening, that warming up. Then lobha is try to protect that, what you have collected up to there. So kama, tanha, rati, raga, lobha. Can you understand that, or are there any questions?
Yes, thank you so much for your explanation, Dr. Bodhi. And I have a question about the second one is sanha.
Tanha, yeah.
Sanha, what does it mean? I get
That's like, you are searching for that, where is this, how can I get that, some sort of searching. Although I have not written everything there because it's hard, this explanation is easy rather than writing everything, but I have minimized the writing, continuous attention. So if you're looking for that, attraction and retraction,
Yeah.
Yeah, the person is looking for that because the intention is to get the happiness through that.
Oh, yeah.
So the karma says go ahead, then the tanha says search for that, make it happen, something like that. Make it
All
happen.
right. Yeah.
Okay. So now
Yeah.
kama, tanha, rati, raga, these five are the causes. Now the worst case scenario of these five, or the results of these five, the worst results that you can come across from these five are the next five. Lobha, then you say Lobha, Desha, Moha. These are the three terms you have heard about. You have heard about these three terms, very often, I believe. Lobha, Desha, Moha. Have you? I believe. Lobha, Desha, Moha. So Lobha is trying to get that thing that you are looking for by any means. So that's desperately trying to protect that intention. Stick to that. What the karma is put forward. So it's all are connected. Try to acquire, try to gain what the karma, tanna, rati has provided. All right? Is it all right?
Yeah.
Up to
Yeah.
there? Yes. Kama,
Yeah.
tanha, rati, raga. Because when you read that so many times, it's better to read that so many times, then you get that into your head, and eventually it will, stay in your system. Now, whenever you do something, if you've got very strong attachment to something, you have to be very careful, because that's where you're heading for, if that is the case. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry to disturb you. Yeah, just
Yeah.
I just try my best to
I'll
find
go
it
through that
through
because
the website.
I don't want to rush and finish that very quickly. But people have to understand these five pretty well.
Yeah,
Now
it's good. Yeah.
is kama, tanha, rati, raga, lobha. I want you to by heart this, and it works in your system always. You can remember. Now, uh, now I can remember most of these things through my head. Kama, tanha, rati, raga, lobha, desha, moha, macharya, krodha, vaira. These are the 10. But if you go on thinking along the lines that I said, then it will stick into your system, in your mind or in your brain. Kama, tanha, rati, raga, lobha, desha. So it's kama, tanha, rati, raga, lobha, the first five. But lobha, desha, moha are going together, whether you like it or not. Lobha is desperately protect and trying to acquire what is said and done in the previous three, because these are cause and effect. The cause is given kama, tanha, rati, raga. So intention need to get, obtain what it says. So it's some or other, no matter what, I would like to achieve that. That is what lobha means. Lobha means some or other achieve that particular intention sent through by karma. Then what happens is the danger part, desha. Desha is hatred, or some sort of tension comes into your system, whether it will happen or not happen. So there is a sort of a suspicion whether I can achieve that or not. Then the system works angrily. That anger, you can call anger or hatred or whatever, that is desha. So karma takes you to desha along that line. Kama, tanha, rati, raga, lobha, desha. So dangerous. Now, say somebody wants something and desperately looking for that, that's tanna. And searching for that, every day and night, repeatedly doing that, rati, some sort of changes happening in the system, then repeatedly doing that is raga. Kama, tanna, rati. Rati means, excitement. And through the excitement, your system warms up without your knowledge. It happens. So as Buddha said, these are happening without our knowledge, no warning. There's no warning as such. So we don't know when that could happen. So what we have to do is we have to be very careful. We have to observe what's going on. What is this one is going to do if I attach to this? What would be the next step? What would be the next disaster? So those things have to be looked at. Then desha. Desha comes in. Loba desha. Is it too much?
Uh,
Is it too much, or can I finish all 10 or just repeat that again? Whatever you like. Kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desha. Now, if you look at carefully, can you hear me? Hello? Oh, something wrong. Can you hear me? Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Up to that point, I think better to contemplate up to that point. Kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desha. Because Kama is taking us to desha. Desha means, it's sort of in simple terms, making us angry. Making us angry. Kama is making us angry, finally. But we search for happiness, but we were taken somewhere else. Can you hear me? Hello? Hmm? Can you hear me?
Yes.
So then the bad part is Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga, Lobha. The very first 5, because there are 10 altogether. Very first 5, if you look at very carefully, then Kama is. So, they normally use the word greed, Kama.
oh,
But
karma is
I don't like that word greed.
green.
Because,
Yeah.
it helps, but it doesn't give the real meaning of, as you are searching for this Magadhi language. Magadhi language, Kama is not greed.
Oh, yeah. So,
easy to understand, but if you go a little deeper than greed, it says attractions or retractions. Now, greed is, only attraction. So they are touching the attraction part, greediness. But retraction is not considered. Which one? Greed. Yeah, G-R-E-E-D. That's correct. So that's the word. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So karma is that, because I can't find English terms to suit these ones.
Yeah,
Then
it's
the,
really hard.
then the real meaning will go away. You know what I mean? Because this is a cause and effect thing. It's happening within our system. So what you have to do is you have to analyze this through your system and see whether it happens to the system or not. Now see, when you see a vicious, animal or dangerous animal, we get scared. Our system changes, our body changes, all the particle changes. So something like that happens here in a different mood, different way, due to karma. Because that's a retraction. So when you look at a fearful animal, the retraction comes straight away. You dislike them, isn't
It
it?
is like, yeah,
Then
yeah,
you dislike.
exactly.
So that's called disliking. So when that happens, you have to check what's going on in your system, the physical system. Do you like to attach to that? No. So you don't like to attach to that. But if you are going for happiness, then you attach. Say, put it like this way. Say hunter, person who is hunting animals. If that person sees an animal, there is no retraction. So that tanna comes into the picture. Now see, examples, different example, different scenarios. Can you understand what I say?
Yes, you mean that greed just attraction, just like, and
Yeah,
but sometimes we use karma to describe something we don't like, dislike, such as yeah, to
yeah,
meet with a snake or something like that.
yeah,
We
yeah,
don't show our attraction to it. Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Some people like snakes to, play with. Some people don't.
Yeah.
So you get the attraction and retraction both. Now see, it
Yes.
depends on the
Yes.
person.
Exactly.
So you can't bring that term greed to karma, because karma is to do with two things: attraction or retraction. That means liking or disliking together.
Yeah, that's yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much. And so, what's the difference from your Maha? What's the language of it? Mahaga,
Magadi is the language.
Magadi. Yeah, Magdi. Yeah, language is K-A-A-M-A. But yeah, sometimes we see K-A-R-M-A. Yeah, this is a comma. So what's the difference between these
This
two
is,
words?
there is no word in Buddha's teaching. It says karma. It's not karma. It's not. There's no R. There's no karma. It's called karma. If you look at the discourses of Buddha, Sabbadhanang, Dhammadhanang, Jinati, and all that, it says karma.
Oh,
It says karma or karma. Karma or karma. Not
oh.
not karma. There is no R as such,
So
If
that's
you
the
read,
pronunciation issue or the meaning issue? I cannot
yeah,
understand.
karma is that, karma is not karma. People say this is due to previous life, some karma is happening to me. No, not such things, Buddha's teachings is karma. So karma,
Yeah.
this is karma, karma, karma. Those are the two words. Now, if you look
Okay, two
at
different words.
Yeah, but two different things, but they are going together. Now, if you look at Kama Sukaldikanu Yoga, if you look at the very first discourse of the Buddha, Buddha says, if I read the first line, Veme Bhikkave Anta Pabbajite Nasevi Tabba.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kama Sukaldikanu Yoga. So Kama Sukaldikanu Yoga, there it's Kama, everything is, coming together. Same meaning, Kama and Kama Sukaldikanu Yoga. And if you look at the 5 hindrances, it says Kama Chanda. So there is also Kama.
Kama Chanda. Yeah, okay.
Have you heard about Kama Chanda?
Yeah, I just read some lines from your another book about the first suture delivered by the Buddha.
Yeah, Kama Chanda. Now see, Kama Chanda, then it comes Vyapada. Vyapada is something like, Vesha. You see? So if I go to the Kamachand in my book, Pancha Nivarana Dharma, page 9, if you go there, you can see Kamachanda, select and worldly objects with lots of intention to gain happiness. Again, it explains further than Kama. So
Kama Chanda.
Kama Chanda means you are voting for, you go to a election, you election and you vote, right? With a cross.
Yeah.
So Kama Chanda means you are voting for Kama. Chanda means that you are voting for Kama. You endorse Kama Chanda.
Yeah, Kama Chanda.
Kama Chanda means you are endorsing Kama. Or you are supporting Kama, Kama Chanda. That is what it means. Now see, Kama Sukaldikanu Yoga. Kama.
Yeah.
Even here.
It's very hard for me.
Yeah,
I just know yoga.
Kama.
Yeah.
Whenever there is a Kama, you have to be very careful because Kama can, take us to those 10, 10 defilements.
Okay.
So that's why now it's now you have to be very careful here. Buddha never said to now see one might ask a question like this: without Kama, how can you live in this life? You have to have some sort of attachment. But what Buddha says is you can have the attachment, not that much. The people like Buddhas and Arahants and various higher level ordained monks, they have karma, but that karma is like a feather, or like a feather, or like a the best companion is our shadow. It's like a shadow.
Our shadow, yeah.
Our shadow is not giving any trouble to us. So Buddha is asking us to associate with karma like your shadow. That is what in the
Yeah,
Dhamma,
I can follow you. Yeah, karma is like shadow and feather. Yes.
If you treat karma as shadow, you are trouble free. You know what I mean? You are trouble free.
Yeah.
Karma can't punish you.
Yes, because shadow is illusory,
Yeah,
not the real one.
Not the real shadow also, our shadow doesn't make us, happy or unhappy. Shadow is just, is a companion. Hurt, shadow is not hurting us at all, isn't it? So you have to treat your karma like a shadow. That's what Buddha said in the Dhammapada, very first. Mano pubbanga madamma mano setta manomaya manasate paduttena basativa karotiva tatodan sukamanveti chayavana paini. That's the very first verse of Dhammapada.
Yes, yes, exactly. So the two karma has difference, right? So yeah, if possible, could you write them out, or you can translate it? You can interpret it
Yeah.
through email. Okay, in that way we can have a better understanding. Yeah, what's the difference between these two words? Okay,
But 2 words.
please. Just now, yeah. Kaama and
Kama.
Kaarma.
Karma
Yeah,
is Kama is not in the Buddha's teachings. Sorry
it's
to say
not the
that.
Buddha's teaching. It's not
No,
the Buddha's teaching. Ah, I
no,
see.
there is no such term karma.
Okay, I see. And
The
so during the daily.
karma is the word Buddha's teaching that we can find. Kamma or
Okay,
karma. No karma. There's
okay,
no There's no
okay, okay. I see. Thank you so much, Dr. Buddha.
Mhm.
Dr. Bodhi. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need another explanation for that?
I think I'm okay. I can understand you now. I'm not sure if the others. Hello, hello, mates. Is there any question? 请问还有其他的问题？还有其他人对这个 comment 有问题吗？因为刚才
Did I
yeah，
confuse you? Did I confuse you? Please tell me.
and the two ladies, the two young lady, Lotus and Aline said no question, no more question about this. Come on, we are clear now.
It's clear. Okay, that's good. So, in other words, karma is, if you look at Kama Sukallikana Yoga, when Buddha gave the first sermon to the 5 disciples, the Buddha mentioned about Kama Sukallikana Yoga. That means Kama means attraction or retraction. Sukha means for happiness. If you are treating Kama for happiness, Kama Sukallikana Yoga, that means you are treating Kama Sukha, Lika. Sukha means happiness. Lika means Sukha Lika. If you join those two, there are 2 words together. Sukha Lika. Sukha Lika means to obtain Sukha. Yoga means trend, sort of a trend within the system.
Trend.
So, trend, Trend, or your
Okay, I
your
see.
trend or your your wish or something like that. So Kama
Yes.
Sukha yoga. Yoga means it's like it's a trend. It's a norm within your system. I like to get happiness through attachment or something like that, or not attachment, through liking or disliking. So as you know, if I get an example, some people may like to have somebody they like. They like to see the liking people, the person who likes to live a long life. Some people like to see the dislike people are not living in this world. Something like, not good example. Some people say that I don't like that person. So that's not a good way of thinking, because people are different to each other. So we have to realize that both parties are living in this world. You ask me,
Yeah.
what's the karma and karma? Yes. So karma is, there are so many books interpret karma as something, but it's confused with kamma. There is a word called kamma and karma. Kamma, the word kamma is written as karma. You know what I mean? The karma and kamma are two, karma is, because karma is it coming from a different part of the different language or something like that. It's not in Magadi. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hindu. Yeah, can you hear? Can you hear Dr. Bodhi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then okay, just put it away for the time being. Just stick to karma, because karma is karma, Sukallika, and yoga also has got karma. Okay, you can take both as one. Yeah, but if you don't see a difference, it's all right. As long as you know karma is, liking or disliking, then you can't go wrong. I'll explain karma later, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, there are 10 minutes left. I think you can decide, Dr. Bodhi. Yeah, we are clear about karma now, and we know Karma is not the Buddha's teach. Yeah, and but during the daily life, I always say Karma, and yeah, some coffee name, yeah,
Sorry,
such as this.
this is the point. It's not the way it is written. It is the sound. Now see.
Oh, yeah.
Now see. If you look at this, I have to say this. Now Buddha's teaching, it can be written in any language. But I can recite the Buddha's teachings. When I recite, it's a sound comes out, isn't it? It's not a set of words that you can write. Now see, Buddha said not to write these things. Buddha said, you have to be very careful when you are writing these things, because sounds can make the meaning, different meanings. Buddha said that.
Exactly.
You know what I
I
mean?
can
So
understand you.
one
Yeah,
person
yeah,
might say karma, another person might say karma. Maybe the same, but
yeah.
see, it's a subtle change there. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, you can use both terms. It doesn't matter. There's no harm. There's no harm.
Yeah. Yes.
You can, as long as you know the cause and effect of these 10, you can understand the other ones, isn't it? Karma is, always, karma is, attachment. If you look at, another book, it says karma is greed or greediness, attraction. So I'm trying to elaborate more than what you have seen in the books, because Buddha's teaching is, if I say only attractions, then it's not complete. It's incomplete, because retractions also comes into that. Now I'll explain this in a different manner. You get a better understanding, right? Now I'm happy to have that. That is calm, right? Can you
Yes.
can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
You very, very carefully listen to this part. I like to have it. I like to see that get destroyed. I like to see. It doesn't mean I don't like. I like to see it surviving, or it's living, or it's surviving, or it's existing. I like to see it is existing. I like to see it's not existing. But in both cases, I like. That's calm. Two different
Yes.
scenarios.
Yes.
In both
Scenarios is
cases, I
different.
like. There's no dislike, part there. But that is calm. So it's, I like. I like to see it's existing. I like to see it's not existing. So it's pretty tricky part. So both are likings, but two different scenarios. Can you understand?
Yeah. Yeah, two different scenarios. Yes,
Yeah.
like or dislike. Yeah.
Yeah, but instead of you saying I like, I dislike, you can say I like to see it's existing, I like to see it's not existing. But in both cases, I like. So that is karma. That is how Buddha explained. That is karma. I
Okay.
like to see. I like.
Yeah,
That's liking
exactly.
and disliking. So you can take out the disliking part and put the disliking part as an adjective or what, after the sentence. But it still gives the meaning I don't like. I like to see it's not existing means I don't like it. But instead of saying that, you say I like to see it is not existing. Then what the person is going to do? The person either going to destroy that, get rid of that, do all sort of things. Then the rati raga, then the desha comes, the anger. Anger comes into the picture because that person is going to destroy whatever he or she doesn't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's coming through that up to
Yeah,
that
yeah.
point. Dosa. Dosa means desha. Desha means, the worst part. It's not retaliation yet. So finally you get retaliation right at the end. But it's Vesha, Moha, Machariya, Krodha, Vaira. Vaira is retaliation. The last one is retaliation. So karma can take up to retaliation. That's the bad part of this. So these 10 items, at least, if you can understand slightly what these things, I'll just touch the other 5. The consequences of this 5 is the other 5. I'll put it like that way and I stop. I don't want to explain today. So you go to Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga, Lobha, Desha. So you go to Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga, Lobha, 5. Don't go beyond that. Desha, Moha, Machariya, Krodha, Vaira is all, bad parts. The consequences. The
Yes.
consequences of the first 5 is the last 5, which is really bad.
So the second word you can find English to replace it.
Tanna is attachment.
Uh,
That's the word given in the book. Tanna is attachment, but I have elaborated that.
attachment. The second word is attachment.
Yeah,
No.
Tanna is attachment, but this gives continuous attention towards such attractions and retraction. So it's a sort of attachment, but in a different way. I see that, quite strongly.
Okay.
Specific intention.
Intention.
Yeah,
Okay.
with a specific intention.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, greed can be used for strong attachment. That's the greediness. Strong,
Oh, yeah.
strong, strong,
Yes, John. Yes.
very strong. Rati means it's some sort of burning within the system, sort of burning, excitement, burning, unsatisfactoriness, uneasiness. There are so many words you can put there. So that's again Rati. Raga means repetitively happening there. So it's going on, on and on. Raga. Raga is repetitively happening. So Tanna, Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga. So if you really want direct English words, I can say Kama is greediness. Hmm? Not greediness. I would say Kama is likings or dislikings, I would say. That's but better. your likings. Yeah, because if you do that, greediness, then when it comes to tanna, you have no words to explain that, the cause of that karma, because you are explaining both together, which is not right. Karma and tanna. But I want to separate these. These are separate entities. They got different meanings, but one after the other, one joins with the other. The cause of tanna is karma.
I can understand. I can feel it. Okay.
Now, when you say these are, cause and effect. Buddha's teachings are cause and effect. As you know, you have heard about that, cause and effect.
Yeah,
You know
cause
that?
and effect is a rule, principle, right?
Yeah, there is a reason, there is a outcome. Reason, outcome. Reason, outcome, or reason, consequences. So you get consequences, yeah, cause and effect. That's right. So there is a reason for that, and there's a reason for the outcome, right? So cause and
Yes.
effect. So if you look at that way, karma is the reason, effect is the tanha. Then you come to the next one, next two, tanha is the cause, effect is the rati. Then rati is the cause, raga is the effect,
Yeah.
and so on, and so on.
Okay.
Because Buddha's teachings always cause and effect. If you look at any discourse of Buddha, everything is explained as cause and effect. That's another point. Now, finally, I would like to say, these five, the very first, I would say very first four, you think about that over and over again and put it into your system with an example that happened. Now see, if I'm doing an exam, I need karma, isn't it? If I'm going to go up the ladder of this, education, I need karma. Is that right? There should be a
Yeah.
liking. There should be a liking to educate ourselves. So liking is there. So karma is good in that manner. If you want to attain the nibbana, you must have karma. You must have some sort of attraction towards that. I want to achieve that. So karma, in that sense, works positively as well. But Buddha saying here how the karma works, negatively. But that karma, the positive karma, is very minute. It's not very strong. But this karma is very strong attachment. Likings and dislikings very strongly. That's the difference. I don't want to go into that much of detail because it's so complicated. It's better to make it simple as much as we can. And
Yeah.
later you can sit and think
Yes.
how it works to me, because karma works to one person different to the other.
Yes.
If you may be born to this world as a very, your karma may be very less, very minute. Some people
Yeah.
have higher karma, some people have very lower karma. So it depends on the person, because we believe the previous lives, what we have practiced comes here. We believe that. So
Yeah.
there is some sort of, tendency for us to use that, or that practice, that habitual actions that we have processed previous lives, coming to this life as well. That helps if you're at the right place. So it's now, see, for example, why we are discussing together, because we have some sort of previous, influence. to discuss this. Otherwise, we won't discuss. Something like that. You agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Otherwise, we won't get together. Now, see, you're from one country, I'm from another country, you know, but we are getting together to discuss something useful to make us calm. Now, Buddha's teaching
Yeah.
is to make us calm,
Yes.
compassion. It's not to
Compassion.
argue, and now you have the right to. You can come out with various points about karma. So I'm not going to argue with you. I'm allowing you to explore your thinking about karma.
Yeah.
I'm not a person to say, no, this is 100% right what I have written here. No. What I'm saying is that sound of karma is in the sound of karma is in the Buddha's teachings. Karma as karma. That's the sound there. Now see the
Yeah.
sound,
Some issue.
that
Yeah.
sound, only that sound is there. That's the problem.
Yes. So
So
no need to argue.
no,
Not to
no
argue
arguing,
with
no
people.
arguments.
Yeah.
You have to remember that these discussions are not for arguments. These to
Okay.
broad, what you call enhance our knowledge, and it's called free thinking. Buddhism is free thinking. So you can think
Free
as much
thinking.
as you like. More
Okay.
you think, more you get, more you learn, more you explore, more you learn.
Yeah.
You can look at in different sides. You can look at karma in one way, another person can look at in another way. It doesn't matter as long as you are in the same same scenario or same system,
Yeah.
because your
Yeah.
final aim is to calm down. So if your final aim is to calm down yourself, no matter how you go, you can come this way or that way or that way. Final goal is calmness. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
quite interesting what Buddha said. So that's why we like Buddha's teachings. So it's
Yeah.
no matter which direction you go, there is no loser, there is no winner. All are winners. All are winners if you achieve the calmness.
Loser, winner. So is it possible for you to repeat what we learned tonight? Because time is already up, and we would like to listen to you more. Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow
And
if I come tomorrow, I'll repeat these things again and go to the next one.
okay.
Because
So
I
the
don't want to go to a
pronunciation.
different one straight away. I would like to say just tomorrow, just during the daytime, please look at these 5, come out your ideas, bring up your views, why not? So that we can
Yeah.
do them as well. So we can
Yes.
appreciate, it becomes a fruitful discussion if you do that, rather than, sticking to what I said. Please.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you so much for your time,
Okay.
Dr.
It's a pleasure.
Dr. Bodhi, and also Dr.
Uh-huh.
Mrs. Bodhi. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
Mrs.
yeah, we would like to.
She's having a discussion with my son, got a call. So don't worry. I'll
Okay.
convey the message. Thank you.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so that's all for tonight,
Yeah.
and see you tomorrow night.
Because this
Okay.
very dictatively, I can't understand English, but still. Okay. Now I'll try to simplify that. So if you can kindly translate that to the person who can't understand, would be better. I don't know. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Yeah, we'll have a chat tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night. Okay, I love this. Thank you.
Yeah, see you everybody.
All the best.